on in the building, my beautiful butterflies. Happy Sunday to you. Let's talk about it. Understanding these times. Some changing times out here. And this all came about because I had a conversation with a younger person, and they just had so many whys. And we're going to discuss it today. Basically, the same conversation I had with them, I'm going to talk about it with you today. Give y'all a few minutes to come on in. It's a beautiful Sunday here in H-Town. Didn't get out, didn't do anything today. Watched everything virtually again today. Then they just don't want to cooperate. It cooperates when it wants to. And I'm not going down there and sit up and let it swell up like it did the last 2 times I was down there. So I just thank God we have it virtually where I can watch it on Facebook. I sincerely miss it. Y'all know I love being up there in that choir with my little tambourine and getting that word to help me through the week. But I still get the word. I just miss the participation. That's what I miss. So how's everybody on this Sunday afternoon? I chose this topic, like I said, because I had a conversation with a younger person and she truly entrusted my wisdom and my understanding of life thus far. Hey, everybody coming in. So the conversation started with she had a problem on her job. She was having some problems in her home. She goes to church. There was some problems there. She just felt like she was just faced with all kind of problems, like the world was caving in on her. And I was kind of glad that, she opened up to me and she talked to me about it. I've known her since she was a baby. And I told her, I said, I'm going to share this with my YouTube audience because it might help somebody. They might be going through some of the same things that you're going through because this can really happen at any age. So she wanted to know, why was the world so messed up? Why do we help some people and don't help other people? Why is there so much hate? Why all the scams? Why all the lies? Why we don't do better? Why do they bother you when you're not bothering them? Why don't they leave her alone? And it just went from one why. As soon as I answer one why, she would come back with another why. Until we got to the final end of it. And I'm going to give you the conclusion to all of her whys. She really just did not understand that everything you're going through right now, you, me, I, and everybody else in the whole wide world has already been predicted, and it's in the good book. It didn't lie. We're living in those times. That's when I told her, if you pick that up and you read that, you'll understand that there are different characters in a different day doing the same thing that has been predicted. Now, whether they get it or not, or whether they want to adhere it or not, I don't know, and I don't care. I also told her, I said, don't you realize that social media is also a big problem out here in the world? Because more people are watching social media now than are watching TV. They live for it every day. And it depends on who you are following. If you're following a person that really has taken God's power from him and they are controlling you through what they're doing and what they're saying, and they have convinced you that the other person's life is so messed up as if theirs is not messed up too, and you buy into it, it's the Jim Jones, it's the David Koresh. Go on, give them the Kool-Aid and let them get out of here. Go on, set them on fire, because that's who they are. You got to understand that a lot of people are followers, they're not leaders. And don't think that people are not wise enough to see who their followers are, who their supporters are, who's going to go out there and kick ass for them. I ain't finna kick ass for nobody, not even my own. Toot toot. I mean that. Uh-uh. I'm not going out on no battlegrounds for nobody. For what? If it ain't bothering me, why I need to go out there? If you created the battle, you ought to be able to fight your own battle. It's as simple as that. Obviously, if this is you in real life out here on YouTube, that you don't have a YouTube life and a real life. I happen to be the same in real life and on my YouTube page. You're following me around. You seeing my real life. You seeing me connecting with people. It's no different for me every day. I can just come out here and be me. I don't have to lie. I don't have to deny. I don't have to hide. I don't have to scam. I don't have to lie. I don't have to pretend. I don't have to make up nothing. I can just be me. Thank you, Lord. Came out here like that. And hopefully I'll leave just like that. I don't want to present you a picture that can be torn apart into little bitty pieces and then somebody puts the puzzle back together again. That's Humpty Dumpty who had a great fall. And all the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put them back together again. I don't want to be Humpty Dumpty. Nah. And won't. I personally feel that social media has caused a lot of virtual hate against people because of what we're saying out here on our platforms and who has been attracted to follow you. I'm a comment reader, so I tend to know a lot of people out here virtually just by following them. If I go to look at a content creator and they're in there, I already know what they're getting ready to say. If they've already been over here and flew through here and it wasn't enough drama over here, or they were told to come from over here, I don't know, then I know who you are too. You're a follower. You're not a stand-up person. Ain't nobody gonna tell me who I can go on their channel and watch. I'm gonna watch who I want to. But I've watched something lately since I've been off from work, and I fell off into a few channels and I spoke to that content creator and they welcomed me. I watched the people in the chat, how they greeted me or if they greeted me. It told me a lot. Because you got this preconceived idea in your head of what somebody else said that they ain't proved yet and ain't gonna prove it. That's who I am instead of learning me for yourself. But that's on you. I ain't got nothing to do with that. Believe what you want to believe. And this is probably not the channel for you over here anyway, because the people who come in here got to have their own mind, their own beliefs. They got to be able to question things if they in disagreement over here with anybody. We ain't gonna argue, but we don't have to believe everything that comes out of our mouths over here either. People have their own beliefs. They should. Do these people run your household through the week? Do they pay your bills or do you pay their bills? You see, some things just need to be questioned. If y'all don't pay my bills, then why should I let it take me to an uproar as to come for y'all? I don't have to. Even with the trolls coming in over here, they're not very intelligent people. How many times do I have to tell them? It's very seldom I'm going to read what you say, and do I care? No, I just told you you don't pay no bills over here for me. Mm-mm. So that's what y'all ought to get. I think it's very stupid to come in and say anything. You don't know me. I don't know you. I ain't responded to you. Huh? I'm not at all. Uh-uh. You are driven by Satan. You are being driven by the devil. You are allowing him to use your vessel when you have a choice. We have choices in life. Why meddle people that ain't meddling you? Why do you want to be affiliated even over here when I don't care nothing about you? You coming in here with your craziness. You don't even have a channel for me to watch. And if you did, I wouldn't watch it. I'm going to tell you something else. And we got Pastor Thomas in here. I saw you in here. When people are trying to do the right thing in life, when people are trying to live godly, okay? Not necessarily holy. I think they come one and the same. If you're godly, you're going to be somewhat holy, and holy, you're going to be somewhat godly. I think they go hand in hand. But the devil is going to come for you. He ain't coming for the devil. Think about what I just said. The devil is not going to come for the devil. He's not going to come up against his own. Like-minded people attracted to each other. Now, my question is, do you live like that in real life? Would you want your neighbor, your church folks, your friends, your family to know that you following stuff like that? Where you're being driven to hate because somebody else hates? Dislike because somebody else dislikes? I don't care who hate who out here. If they ain't did nothing to me, don't mean I hate them. That's how I can fall off in these chats when they hating on each other. I don't have to say a word. It may have been somebody who came over here hating on me. I don't care. But I was over that when you said that. Because you told the people who you were. And I'm telling the people who I am. There's a difference. I live with me. I pay my bills. Yeah. You ain't never been around me. You don't know one damn thing about me other than what I tell you and what others who come on here knowing me tell you. So it comes down to shmonies in a virtual society on social media. Who can draw in the biggest audience, a virtual audience? Most don't know. They just see them in that chat every day, just like I see y'all in my chat every day. I get to know y'all by y'all coming up in here, by the comments you making, by the picture I see. Even you may not even have a picture, so I don't even know what you look like. Because to me, what you look like ain't important. You have never heard me come out here and tear down nobody's physical appearance. They can't help it. You think they want to look like that? There's certain things I'm not going to do. I'm not talking about nobody's children. I'm not talking about the dead. They can't defend themselves. And you know that ain't right. If you had any home training, you know better than that. So a lot of it does go back to home training, parenting, and how you were raised. Bad reflection. Yep. Brutally honest. You're getting timed out, so you can't be brutally honest. See, first you got to know a person in order to be brutally honest. That's a good handle. It sounds good, but I've seen a lot of handles out here. And I'm looking at them like, wow, how do you think that? Where did you get that from? Who told you that? Because it definitely ain't the truth. Baby, you can go sit down with that one. I can't with you. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Hold on a minute, y'all. Okay. So I think I'm just at this point, like I told her. I'm so over people at this point in my life and allowing people in my life, especially out here in this virtual world, because that's the ones you really don't know and you won't ever know. You may get to really know some people in real life because you can actually look them in the eye. You can follow their movement. You can see how they address certain situations. You're hearing it. It's not third party. It's not hearsay. You heard it with your own ears. A lot of this stuff out here in virtual reality is, you didn't hear it. You picked it up third party. Even if they bring in our papers, you don't know if them papers are right or wrong or if some kind of document. I've seen papers that were made up to look real out here on social media, but it ended up they weren't. I mean, anybody can do anything these days, unless I see a stamp on there by the judge. You believe whatever you want to believe. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No. I just rather not be engaged or affiliated with people in life like that, period, who can't stand tall by themselves and face the nation. You got to go get a whole posse to go after one person. But yet you say that person is weak. No, that person is strong. You're weak. You're weak. You got to have your ego built up through what other people are saying, and you got to have them to agree with you. I ain't got to have nobody to agree with me. They can agree or disagree or agree to disagree. I don't care. I got sense enough at this point in my life to know right from wrong. And if I choose to do wrong and y'all see it, then that's on y'all. I'm not going to come out here with a messed up life and paint a picture that is a wonderful life when I've already told you everybody in life have ups and downs. Ain't nothing that amazing, ain't nothing that beautiful about life itself. Life has good days, life has bad days for various reasons. It could be a beautiful day outside, but you could be feeling like crap. That ain't such a beautiful day to me. No. It's the time of the year where people should be getting out talking about vacations and what they're going to be doing and where they're going to be going, and families getting together, or you and your immediate family, or you and you. You don't need to have nobody to go with you. If you're a standalone person, you can do it on your own. I thank God that my life experiences has been where most of it I've had to do it on my own. So it ain't no codependency there. I don't need to run over to this channel to say what I can say on my own channel. I don't need that kind of help. Especially with virtual BS. No, 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 no. You see, I was telling her also, she was telling me about she was having problems at the church. And I told her, I said, well, first of all, the same people who walk the streets every day in real life, If they choose to, they can go up in church on Sunday morning. It don't make no difference what kind of religion it is. The assembly of body of God up in there, okay? Church people run off church folks. Understand that. The leaders of the church can run off church folks, of people who are coming to be saved can be run off by church folks. Put it down. I'm going to break it down to you this evening. So the head of the church is whoever your religious leader is, right? It don't matter what faith. Don't matter. Everybody got a leader that's supposed to have an assignment from up above. Whoever they believe in is up there, okay? The people who attend sometimes that have long standing in the church think that they can overrule people who just step through the door, but that ain't true. They have the same rights and privileges once they get the right hand of fellowship, baptized, or come on Christian faith, or however they go join in that church as you do it if you've been there 50 years. Just because you may pay $1,000 a month in tithes and offering ain't got nothing to do with the person who paying $100. If that's his 10%, that's his 10%. Or if he choose not to tithe, whatever he give, that's between him and the Lord. Ain't got nothing to do with you. And that's another thing. People worry about what people giving to the church. How is that your concern if you ain't giving nothing? That shouldn't even been spoken out your mouth. What people give, I don't care where they give it. If it ain't out your pocket, it ain't your concern. Period. Your bank account ain't mine here. You got it? So now, since the pandemic, safety and protocol. In churches. Don't nobody want to go up in there sitting all up under nobody no more. The big C is here. It ain't going nowhere. It's airborne. It's a virus. Like a common cold. Like the flu. Okay? Your church may have protocol, it may not. They may be using it, they may not. They may be still requiring you to wear masks. Whatever. You got to make that decision. And nobody but you. Yeah. Parking could be a problem to a lot of people. Maybe they're elderly, or maybe they have had an accident. Maybe they can't get up in there no more. So in a sense, it's a good thing to have it on social media now. But I guarantee you the churches are getting less views on Sunday morning than the drama on Sunday morning. Because ain't nothing holy out here on social media on Sunday. It's just like Monday through Friday or Saturday. Yeah. Thank you, mods, for taking them out, because I really don't want to read what they got to say. Let the devil go find the devil, okay? Because he ain't over here. Money and what is expected for you to pay should never be a problem. That's between you and God. And how you think about it. Some people may think that the church is supposed to take care of you. Where is it written? Where is that written that the church is supposed to take care of you? When it was established, it was never established to take care of you because you wouldn't even know where to be found. So that's a misconception. If you don't give, again, that's on you. Got nothing to do with nobody else. But when the blessings don't come, you might ought to want to think about it. Yeah. Church is a business too. It has bills too. It has to run too. See, the good thing about where I spend my money down there, I see where it's going. I see the big building that runs air conditioned 24/7, 365 days a year, or heat. I see that there are certain people down there that need to get paid. That's their job. The secretary of the church is not volunteered, she's on a payroll. She takes care of the church's business. She's there Monday through Friday. That's a job. Yeah. Most pastors these days, that's their job. It's not like in the old days where they could work a job and they was there on first and third or second and fourth. No. Those days are gone. And most don't have a retirement. So they have to stay there until the Lord call them home. Some of the Methodist churches have retirement set up. I don't know about the rest of them, but I do know they do. Yeah. So I'm sure that this message today is working the stank out of you. I see you, Alex. Because I knew it would bring the trolls in. Anytime you talking about something religious or about the Lord, believe me, the devil coming with a coon skin cap on. You see him? Yeah. Like they came for him when he was here. No different. Sad situation. The times we live in. It's horrible. It makes you not even want to be around people because you can't trust them. They always got some alternative motive these days. That madness about them. Oh, I just don't like you because I just don't like you. That ain't no reason. I could just not like you because I don't like you. But why would I waste my time even worrying about you is the question. See, sometimes we need to stop and ask ourselves these questions when you're going around with so much hate and so much evilness and so much deception and just so much of negativity and toxicity inside of you. Could it be you? Well, it's got to be somebody else. If you doing it, it's probably you. That other person ain't got time to be bothered with you. They ain't coming for you. You coming for them. You letting the people know who you are. Nobody care nothing about you. And that might be the problem. You're not getting the attention you need. Not at home. Not here on social media. You're just not getting that attention, period. Is it my fault? I don't care. And then maybe you're getting too much attention where it's just changing who you really were. Wow. If I can pack my audience like this, then I must be doing something right. I must be saying something right. Not necessarily. It's all kind of people in the world. People going to follow who they want to follow. Understand that. So, moving on. I think you just got to stop and figure some things out. And that's what I basically told her. In my 20s and 30s, I was busy doing what 20 and 30-year-olds do. Acquiring, but living my life and having a good time. Going to the clubs if I chose to go. House parties was my thing. Dancing. Never was a big drinker at all. Never been drunk a day in my life. Don't never want to be. Because I want to always be in control of me. That's why. You're not in control of you when you're drinking. Don't never want no drugs to take over me. Mm-mm. And it'd be kind of dumb right now at this age to even worry about something like that. You should have gotten the help you needed if that's a problem now. Yeah, that's a thing that you should have done a long time ago, and that should be over now. I would have some sincere problems if I got to go out there on the street and look for some drugs now. At this age, some alcohol now, at this age, there's some problems there. Okay? And you ain't dealt with them problems. And when you come down off of whatever high it is, that problem is still going to be there. You need to deal with the problems you got. You can deflect off of anybody else you want to, but until you hit rock bottom and decide that you want off of it, you will always be on it. That's your crutch. I thank God I never got involved with that. Was it easy? People around me all the time, throughout life, that are drug addicts, alcoholics. That don't mean I gotta do it. Use your own mind. I always thought about it like this. Ain't nobody no better than nobody else when it comes down to the drugs of the world. Just like you see it take some down, it'll take you down too. Believe it if you want to. Try it if you want to. You'll see. Yeah, you will see. So I think after we got through with our little conversation, I asked her a few questions along the way as I was trying to explain all this to her. It was a long conversation too. Where are you in your spirituality to let this stuff even bother you? You see? The things that was bothering her wouldn't even got to me because I'm so far past that. I don't care about what people say about me and nothing about me. I'm past that. I'm way further down the road than you are. Okay. That's where you are in life, worrying about what somebody else got and what somebody else doing and what somebody else saying. And I'm past that. I'm way down the road. I'm sorry, but I had to leave you back there because I'm not taking up my day worrying about that. There's other things I got to do and want to do with my life. Then I asked her, where is your faith? How much faith do you have in him? You off in the church house, but obviously you don't believe that he will put a armor around you, a quarter armor around you. He'll be your hedge of protection. You can't believe it. When you out here trying to defend yourself against the enemy, all day, every day long, from the church to the job to the this to the that. Nah. Well, how much did you participate in all of this? Because that's going to make a difference too. Your participation. Did you just sit back and you listen and you say, oh, okay, right. Yeah, whatever. A lot of times people will move on when you're not giving them that attention that they need. Sometimes you just got to go ahead on and let them have it. Get out from around me. I could care less about you. That's painful because they think you really want to be around them. They think that you can't live without them. So that's painful to them. So when they can't do it, they got to go get somebody else to do it. And you slap them down too and say, I don't need you either. Get out from around me. I don't want the likes of you around me. You're too toxic. I don't want to be bothered with you. You got to learn how to deal with people. People will say and do things and they want you to immediately react. Stop doing that. Mm-mm. Think about it first. Because that's what they want you to do, or they wouldn't have done it. Use your gifts. God has given each and every one of us a gift. Do you even know what it is in order to use it? I have many. You should know what your gifts are. That's why I never worry about nothing throughout life. I never worried about the job. When they were laying off people back there in the 80s, I had bills. I had 2-car notes. I had a brand new house note, furniture note, new child. It didn't faze me. Ain't the last job. And I am not nobody's dummy. And I have many talents. Very diverse person. Thank you. But some people don't know what their real talents are. They can't do nothing else. And this ain't gonna get them that far. It's only gonna last for a little while. You could wake up in the morning and couldn't talk. Then what? Then what are your talents then? If you wake up in the morning and you can't come out in the world and run your mouth anymore because he done took your vocal cords and damaged them. You got trach in there now. What you gonna do? How you gonna make it then? Where is your B, your C, and your D when A didn't work? They don't have a clue. Can't depend on people forever. Things change in their lives just like they change in your life. Codependent people don't last forever. And in the end, they have no Social Security. They have no retirement. All them people that went on about their business and you sitting up there looking like this. Nobody care about you no more, huh? Or you done got old now, huh? You forgot beauty faded, didn't you? Okay. All right. Your children gone, huh? They living their lives. Now they letting you know how they really feel about you. It's when you get old, is that when they let you know how they really feel. The young ones around you. Yeah. And just believe that what goes around will come back around. And when it boomerang back around again and slap you, it's going to slap you dead off of your feet. See, you kind of pushed that person when you did it, but it's going to knock you to your knees because you weren't prepared for it. You didn't do nothing in preparation for retirement. If you're over 40, you almost there. Them days going to pass so damn fast, but you're going to blink and it's going to be there. But no preparation for it. How you going to live? You talked about people on the system. You better hope it's a system when you get there. Because at the rate this world is going, America's the land of the free. But they ain't giving out a lot of freebies. They cutting back on freebies. Remember that. How you establish relationships with people will also let you know a lot about that person in the end and about yourself. Always keep it on an even keel where when they decide to go left and you don't want to go left with them, okay, later, see you. Been nice knowing you. Keep it moving. They're going to be bothered, but you don't have to be. Because you're independent, you're solo, you know your trade skills, You've already educated yourself. You can stand alone. You don't need Tom, Dick, Harry, Mary, Sally, Sue, and all them people to holler at, because that's who's supporting you now, today. Nothing remains the same forever. What is your relationship with God? You out here hollering about God this and God that, and cussing in the next breath. So what is your relationship? I can't tell. I'm not going to bring him up in my mess. Mm-mm. I ain't going to be able to do it. And by the way, I hope y'all were polite on Sunday and y'all hit the three dots up there before you stepped off in the building and gave me a thumbs up. Especially the trolls that want to come in here evil and hateful as hell on Sunday. Okay? That's on you. I'm sorry your life is so messed up. I can't help you. So don't bring your problems over here. Sit back, take your seat. Stop coming in here trying to talk to me, because I'm not talking to you. In order to talk to me, you're going to have to pay me. And I'm not in the psychiatry business. You're going to get some mother wit over here. You're going to get some wisdom over here. And that's about all I'm going to be able to do for you. And you're not going to want to hear what I got to say, because you already messed up. So you're not going to want me to tell you where you messed up and how to straighten it up. So why even bother? Why don't you just go to one of the drama channels that they got them out here all over social media. They on all night long. The ones that's in different countries that when we're day, they night, they on all night long because it's day there. Go over there. Learn something about another country. Follow some of them. Follow some of the hateful channels they got out. There's a lot of hateful channels. Go to one of them tarot card channels. Let them reach your fortune and see what's in the palm of your hand. When they should be trying to see what's in the palm of your head. See how messed up folks are? Then I asked another question. Were you raised in the church? That's going to make a difference too. Because if you ain't never known him and you just stepping off in there right now, it's going to take a little while. It ain't going to just happen overnight. You're going to have to ask God to help you with a whole lot of stuff, to understand his word, to understand his principles, to understand what's been left here for you to follow. It's a lot of understanding, and you're not going to get it overnight. It has taken years, and I've been in there since I was born, you might as well say, but baptized since I was 7 in somebody's church. Wherever I moved to, I found me a church to go to. When I was in St. Louis, I found me a church. In Denver, I found me a church. We didn't even have transportation for a while. And we got in contact with this lady pastor. She's over on Facebook. And she sent the van for us on Sunday morning. And they treated us royally. We were all in flight school at the time. Yeah. 2 of the flight attendants got baptized when we were in St. Louis. Pastor preached that Sunday, and they decided, if we're going to be going up in this air and coming down every day, we might ought to find Jesus up in here and go get baptized. And they did. Okay. I asked another question. Do you even know why churches were established? Because you seem like you got it all wrong. You seem like you're going in there for what the people are saying and what the people are doing and what the people are wearing. And that shouldn't be your focus at all when you walk through those doors. You need to tune all that out right there. All the stuff that's around you. And don't be sitting on the side of nobody who just sitting there. Just something ought to make a move when they up in there. Yeah. And last, I told her, all these things that you brought to me today, you don't have to take them from what I said. But what you need to do is go by the Bible bookstore. And you need to buy you a Bible. And you can start with the children's Bible. And you need to get connected for yourself. And then, once you start getting some understanding that this is a repeat in time, a different place. And this is what it says about the beginning, and you can believe it because you see it happening. Then you won't have these problems, because I could care less on any morning what anybody think or what anybody says. That's detrimental to my character, my way of living, my standard of living. It ain't yours to be worried about. Live like you live. Don't worry about how I'm living. That's usually people's biggest problem, is they get so entangled up into your life until they so worried about what you got, how you got it, what this, what that. But ain't none of that got nothing to do with them. And their whole gossip of conversation is about you. What does that tell you? They're infatuated with you. They got that much time to think about you, to look at you. Huh? I don't have that kind of time. And even if I had it, I don't care. I don't want it. Let's see. Drugs are what the main problem, and also trauma. Majority of trauma is caused by mostly parents, and then we are expected to keep it together and not tell it to anyone else, which is what's wrong with men in society. Doc Sex, thank you for the donation. I appreciate that. And I have to agree with that. Drugs is not the main problem, but it's a big problem. A big problem. I think personally, the main problem in the world that we live in today is money. The lack of money. People with money ain't concerned about the stuff that people without money are concerned about. People with money are concerned about their investments. People with money are concerned about the home that they want to live in, the yacht they want, the vacations they want to take, their businesses and thriving and growing. But it ain't about what nobody else has. Not people with money. Why they worried about what somebody else got when they can do the same thing if they want to? It's the lack of money with people that's the problem today. And that's fact. People without money are always going to be concerned about somebody who has more than them. Believe it. Hey Edward, how you doing? Thank you for coming in this afternoon. Hey Latasha, Pastor Thomas, good evening to you. I'm good and I'm blessed. Yes, always. I can honestly say that. And even in my bad days, I'm still blessed because I'm still here, able to do for myself. Miss Audrey, thank you for coming in and modding for me this afternoon. Hey, Miss Joy, how you doing? Kiss the Ring is in the building this afternoon. because sin entered this world. All these things came with it because of Adam and Eve, and that was the very beginning of the sin, when all they had to do is go in there and follow instructions. And it's been a generational curse all the way down through the years, and it probably will never stop. At the end of time, somebody will still be doing it. And we all sin every day, sometimes knowingly and unknowingly. But can you stop and realize that what you're doing is a sin? Oh, wait a minute. Let me repent for this before I go to bed tonight. Let me call up this person because you took that the wrong way. But see, when people do things for you these days against you, they always tell you, you could have picked up the phone and called. Why I'm calling you when you're the one doing it? You don't make a lick of sense. Get out from around me. If you hadn't said what you said, it wouldn't have been a problem. If you hadn't done what you done, it wouldn't have been a problem. You are the problem. So I'm not never calling you. Call you for what? You already told me how you felt. You already told me who you were. I don't need to be connected with you. That's in your head. I guess you thought that way. I don't know. Care less. What's up, Frida? Welcome to Chatting with Ms.V. Amen. Tell her. Baby, she's late 20s. Okay? And her mother is gone. And she doesn't really have a connection with her father. She's married. And she's just trying to get her life on track and in order. And she does have children. And she does not want her children to go through some of the things that she went through. But like I told her, don't buy them. Because that could be a mistake too. To try to give your children something you didn't have and they don't show appreciation and gratitude to it, don't do it. Stop. Because you still messing them up. Sometimes kids have to learn how to earn things in their own right without you giving them everything, because then they're going to think that life owes them something, and life don't owe you nothing. Social media is the devil's playground, and it is, and that's exactly what my pastor told me when I told him that I was coming out here on social media. Oh, I know you can handle it. But I'm just letting you be aware of what's out there. And I hadn't seen none of this stuff that has gone down in the last, say, 3 years. Before I even became a content creator, I never saw none of this. Because you got different personalities and different characters out here now. That's what you got. And when people found out you could do this and this could make you money, and a lot of money, there they go. Everybody kind of like jumped on that bandwagon. And, oh, I can make this much every month out here. That's fine. But how long is it going to last? How long are you going to last? And on your deathbed, is that when you're going to repent? Some people don't have time to repent. Just like that, they gone. I don't think, I don't have to worry about that. Writing. Edward is saying, facts, Brother Thomas. Yes, that is facts. And we thank God for the men over here. Pastor Thomas, when we came out on social media, we have to put on the whole armor of God so we can stand the well of the devil. Exactly. Before I come out here, a lot of times I'll pray about it. Lord, let this message be acceptable in thy sight, and direct my mouth and my tongue not to spew evil against anybody. If what I'm saying applies to you and the shoe fits, then you got to put it on and wear it. Because I didn't call your name. You put yourself in it because you knew that shoe fit on you. If somebody come out here and they give a message and the shoe fits me, I got to wear it. Or I got to change that part of me. You ought to be able to have enough discernment to know if this is what she's saying, and this is right, and I know better. But I just gotta have this just change right now. Then you don't have no other skills in life. You got to do what you gotta do. Like I say, thank God I have more skills in life. So I don't have to go cutting people up down around the ankles and all of that. That don't make sense to me. They're already down. Believe it or not, they're already down. They can't come from behind the screen. They can't show you anything. They can only tell you stuff. Everything they're going to show you, it ain't theirs. Nope. And you'll never see it. But you can see how they dress. You can see their appearance. You can see how they look. You can see their self-care and how they take care of themselves. I just never been a person that's going to follow somebody just on what they're saying. They got to show me. I should have been from Missouri, I guess. Show me. Stop telling me. That's who I am. If I don't see it, yeah, I hear it, but I'm not seeing it. I can't follow stuff like that. You cannot tell me how to be a millionaire if you've never been a millionaire before. I'm not listening to you. That's how I discern things. It's simple to me. I hear you. I won't be rude to you, but okay, bye. I ain't got no more conversation for you because you on some, I don't know what you on. Okay? You got all the answers, but really you have none. How was church, Queen Dingo? I looked at it on social media. Suggested. Every time I go and I let my leg hang down that long, it starts swelling. So this morning it was already swelling a little bit, and I was like, I got to do what I got to do. Okay? So I can watch it on virtually now, and that's a good thing. And go when I can. Yep. Hold up, wait a minute. Tajista is in the building. God bless you, Queen. All right. Yes, she's in here. Hey, chatting with Mary T. Good afternoon. How are you? Happy Sunday to you. Edward is saying, facts, gorgeous Queen V. Thank you for taking all these trolls out of here because they really trolling, looking for some. Demetrius, welcome to Chatting with Ms.V. Facts, dollar signs. Yes, it's all about money these days. I mean, the lack of money. And that little bit of money that they getting, I don't see nothing they doing with it. I ain't seen no upgrades. Nothing. So that means you needed that to pay for what you already got. Okay. That's your life. That ain't mine. Hey, Miss Aretha, good evening. How you doing? Alex, thank you for coming in, Martin. I appreciate you. Everyone, please go to those three dots and hit that like button. Thumbs up. We have super chats, super stickers. They're also available. Memberships are available for the same price as a candy bar. All right? And I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Tajista wants to know how is Motor City. She's missing it. Let me get on down, try to see the rest of the comments. Hey, Larissa, good evening. How you doing? Mods, chats, checking in the building from Chi-Town, and thank you for the roses, Larissa. I appreciate that. Renee is here also. Keep standing alone in these streets. Renee, I have to. I don't really have a choice because when I was trying to support everybody, that wasn't good enough. So then I went to work and just forgot about the whole thing. Do I watch them now from channel to channel? What I want to watch, and if I want to go in, but so far as a teaming up, I've never been that ever, Renee. You've never seen me on no team. Did I help a certain person grow and build her channel? Yes. Um, but obviously that wasn't enough. So I just really don't know what they wanted me to do. I mean, what do you want from me? I'm nobody's flunky. I'm nobody's fool. I don't need nobody. So, I'm good over here on my own by myself. The only person I'm going to deal with right now is Sue Bell. And I ain't seen her up in here this evening because she is after my man. Brown Sugar Baby will come for her until she leave me and my men alone. Other than that, I could care less about these other folks out here. Do you on your platform like I do me on my platform. And it never will be a crisis. It never will be a problem. Because coming over here for me was a mistake on your part in the beginning because you thought I'd fall without you. You misunderstood. You misjudged me. That's what you did. Why do I think you any better than me that you can run your views up or you can get your subscribers and I can't? Oh, no. The difference is you running on drama. I ain't running on drama, baby. No. Um, Alex is sending you much love, Larissa and Tajisti. Let's get on down here to the bottom. Good evening, Cheryl P. You're preaching, Ms.V. Oh, Lord, I ain't never been called to be a preacher. Let's say I'm teaching. I like that a little bit better. That might fit me a little bit better than preaching. He ain't never called me to do that. Miss Aretha. But I get what you're saying, okay? But I'm teaching, okay? Let's do the teacher thing. I've been in that classroom before, so let's do the teaching thing. Yeah. Let's see. Hello from Brazil. How you doing? Welcome to Chatting with Ms.V. Okay. Dejan, hi, ma'am. Bless you from the Netherlands. All my people coming up in here from everywhere this evening. Welcome to Chatting with Ms.V. Hit that subscribe button. Become a member over here, baby. We have different topics every day. We out on a virtual cruise ship, picking up people around the world. So welcome. Always feel free to fall off in the chat. Express your opinions. It does not even have to correlate with mine. It's your opinion. We can agree to disagree and keep it moving. I agree. I cut down so many people in my life because I can't relate to them anymore. You outgrow some people in life at all stages of the game. It doesn't matter how old you are. You can outgrow people. They just not up to where you are. They're not going in the same direction you're going in. So you don't have to hate on them or you don't have to treat them mean. You just got to let them know I'm gone. We're not on the same path here. Go find you somebody that think like you, gonna boost your ego and whatever you need, because I don't need all that. No, I got everything I need off of social media. So I can come to social media and be me. Love the glasses. Thank you, Alex. Thank God I am not an alcoholic or a drug addict. I know that's right, because that is so hard. That addiction it's a monster. It is the devil. Yes, it is. And if you know anybody who's ever been an alcoholic or a drug addict, they can't shake it without help, especially if they've been doing it for years. And then they gotta want to. You go in rehab all you want to. How many celebrities have you seen being put into treatment centers costing their parents are costing them thousands a day? And they have to go back. That's a monkey on your ass when you got a drug problem or alcoholic problem. But you're trying to appease problems that are there. You haven't gotten to that point. Okay, yeah, well, long as I'm feeling good off of this, then I can just be me. I can just do me. But it's that downer. The alcohol is a downer. A lot of drugs are downers. You can tell the uppers. But most are taking downers, and that's just not going to help you whatsoever. It's so peaceful being unbothered by negative-minded individuals. Yes, it is. Toxic people, I can't do them. I mean, that's just too much. I can't with that. Mm-mm. Every day, all day long. I don't want to hear that. You ain't told me nothing. No events to go to. You ain't told me nothing about no nice restaurants you've been to. You ain't told me nothing about no nice vacations you and your man took or you took along. What else? You ain't been back to school, try to educate yourself. You see you liking. Okay. But why don't you take some classes, like online classes or night classes or something to better yourself? So you just think you just gonna walk through life and this is gonna be here always. What if YouTube is gone tomorrow? Then what? Then what? What you gonna do then? People need to stop and start thinking. Mm-hmm. Especially if you haven't reached that age of retirement where you got a check coming in, a social security coming in, that is enough to cover your expenses. You're in a world of trouble all by itself. Mm-hmm. Hey, Miss Evelyn I talk. Good evening. Blessings to you as well. Those who are entering, please hit that like button up in the right-hand corner, the three dots for me. I appreciate it. All right, let me get on down. Membership badges are available, and they are. Thank you if you have acquired one. Thanks again for the donation today. I really appreciate that. Latasha Watkins speaking the truth, Ms. V. Thank you, Latasha. Righty. Kald. Hey. Is that K silent? Held. Hello, how are you? All right. My cash app is $ Vieta Brown. Thank you, Alex, for posting it. My respect for you makes me hit that like button before I enter, gorgeous queen. Thank you, Edward. I appreciate that. Thanks again, Deed Sex. I appreciate the donation. Let me get on down to the bottom because my hour is up, y'all. I rebuke the trolls. They need help. They really do. And it's unfortunate that we don't have a psychiatrist over here that can help them. And even if we did, they wouldn't listen. Alex is thanking you again, Dex. Okay, Mind Space. Slato's glasses. Thank you. I appreciate that, Mind Space. Welcome to Chatting with Ms.V. On down to the bottom. Somebody came in here using Joe Biden's name and was timed out. Such shame on you. Pamela Curry, good evening and welcome to Chatting with Ms.V. This is good. This is my Sunday inspiration because of the conversation that I had with a younger person who really, really gives me the utmost respect, and she respects my opinion on things. And she felt so much better when she left me. In conclusion, she told me, she said, when I go to work tomorrow, I'm going to have a different mindset, a different approach on how I handle things, because I go in there all nervous and full of anxiety because I already know they're coming for me. And I said, try ignore. A lot of times when you just ignore people and they see they can't get to you under no circumstances, I don't care what they say. At some point, they're going to realize, I'm going to leave her alone because she won't even respond. Because that's what they want you to do. They are people who live to go back and forth. They love to be in your business and they love to publicize your business. And that's another problem out here on YouTube. Stay out of people's business if you don't want them in yours. Because you know you ain't got no clean slate to be out here slaying somebody every day. Leave people alone. Go find some content. Okay. Thank you for stopping by, Elaine. I appreciate that. Membership's price as a candy bar. Exactly, Tajisti. They $3 and something down at the convenience store, and mine is less than that. Sue Bell called for brown sugar last night. Oh, she always calling on me. Ain't nobody paying her no attention. I thought I went over there last night for a little while. Man, I got so sleepy. I couldn't fool with no Sue Bell. She should have come to the pool yesterday evening, Alex, when I was trying to get her out at the pool. We was out there by herself. We could have had some fun out there yesterday. She always wanting to come when she wanting to come. Brown Sugar Baby, Sue Bell was live last night. A night call your name. She's looking for you. She know where to find me. She got the phone number too. She ain't looking. Don't let her fool y'all. Okay? I knew Brown Sugar Baby is sharing her man with Sue Bell. I am. She can have Cooper. I don't even have to share him. She can have him. The lip paint, she can have him. She don't want him. That ain't the one she want. Yeah. Okay, Alex has put my handle in the chat, chatting with Ms.V to subscribe. Thank you, Alex. I appreciate you so much. All righty. And I made it down to the bottom. Where's my bell? Ring that bell up at the top, them three dots. Give me a thumbs up. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. But I've come up on my hour today. And I'm going down here for a little while and exercise this leg in the pool. I'm already ready with my swimsuit on. Yes, I am. Thank y'all so much. I hope y'all have an inspired, motivated week next week. Don't let what the people say bother you. The people ain't paying no bills. The people ain't giving you nothing. The people ain't got nothing but lip service for you. Tune it out. Thank you again. Hit that like button. Become a member. Like, share, subscribe. Until next time, I'm out.